You need a clap?
Yes.
Okay.
You got this.
Drum roll, please.
I get paid by the hour.
All right.
Welcome back to UMP Upper Midcard Production. Do it with me. U, and then there's an M, there's a P, and my hand is a dolphin. Welcome back, everyone. UMP is
There
that
you
one?
go.
There you go. No, PMU. We're a college now. Pacific Midwest University. Subscribe to us for college advice. Give us some college advice, Robert. You went to college, right?
Don't go.
Yeah,
Don't.
I didn't either. We talk about wrestling. You think we went to college? I barely made it out of high school. What are we doing today?
Today,
I'm Billy, by the way.
I'm Robert. I think. I'm Robert?
I'm Billy?
So, today we have our All In reactions.
Great show.
Oh, overall, fantastic.
Great show. Great show.
A lot better than Money in the Bank. That piece of shit show.
Yeah, I didn't watch. But what about Great American Bash?
What?
What about Great American Bash? And,
No, I'm talking about Money in the Bank from a few weeks ago when I shit on it. I hate that.
Yeah, but
I hated that. Great American Bash?
Did you
that
watch
happened?
it?
No.
Did you watch Saturday night's main event?
Like, in total, 3 minutes of it.
Dude,
I went back to watch Seth Rollins' injury, and I watched the very end of the Goldberg match.
Dude, I heard that shit was like 15 minutes long.
Listen, people are saying the reason it's long is because Seth Rollins was supposed to cash in. It was supposed to be a short Goldberg match like typical, and Seth Rollins cashes in to have the short excitement, But now they had to have Goldberg work a match. Anyway, point is, it was terrible.
Terrible.
Also, I don't know, you didn't watch any of it, did you?
Any of what? The WWE stuff?
Yeah.
No.
So, after All In, I go home, and I was at Sergio's. Shout out Sergio. And I God damn it. So I get home, and I throw it on, and it's right towards the end. And, of course, commercial break is on. It comes back, short little segment. Gunther wins by choking out Goldberg. He rolls out. Goldberg, like, kind of half sells that he was passed out, because then he gets up, realizes Gunther's still in the ring, and then, like, gets down. It was awkward, and then it cut to a commercial again.
Is this, like, what? Is this...
No,
like,
but our point is, like, there's no, like, celebration yet, or it wasn't... Because this is Goldberg's final match.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it is. I really hope it is. But it just cut to commercial, and I remember, I don't know if you saw, I messaged the group chat, and I go, is that it? Is it just over? Does the show end? They come back, not over. Goldberg's mid, like, retirement speech, kind of.
I did read that they, like, cut him off mid-speech or something.
But we joined back in mid-speech. People were in the ring. Diamond Dallas Page, his son, other randoms. They were very important to Goldberg, but randoms to me. So he was like mid-talking to them and the crowd. And then you just see executive producer Paul Levesque. Ends. Mid him talking.
Real quick, I like that the executive producer tags are in the South Park font. I think that's funny.
I've never noticed that.
Next time you watch it and they have that come up, just look. It's the South Park font. It's so funny.
But no, that's all I watched. And fucking speedy recovery for Seth. I think someone was telling me it's 12 to 14 months.
That's crazy that he blew out his knee again.
I don't think it's the same one. I think it was his left one.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think
that's a bitch.
I think it was his left one when they were overseas in like the Europe tour. And first of all, he picked up Kane. Wow.
I remember watching.
Still injured.
I remember watching that video.
Like his knee, like fucking buckles, and then he continues.
Yes, he does the
to
bomb.
Pick up Kane, walk almost halfway across the ring, and powerbomb him.
I think it was through a table. I don't remember.
Through a table. Point is, this time, he felt the knee fucking buckle and just sat in the corner and was like, I'm done.
Just like
I'm injured.
hit me with the thing.
Yeah, the
LA Knight.
BFT, the original Dirty Deeds.
Done dirt cheap. Sorry, I was watching real wrestling. I was restoring that feeling.
First of all, I watched all it. I'm just saying. I will only watch the Seth injury and the Goldberg. I found that hilarious. I hate Goldberg.
Injury or the Seth injury?
Both.
Oh.
Goldberg injury.
Oh,
what?
yeah.
No, but
I'm not used to Goldberg going through a match anymore without someone getting hurt.
I mean, we don't know if Gunther started. Nothing came out yet.
That's because he won.
Yeah. I don't know. Terrible. I watched All In, and I'm the WWE guy. I chose to watch All In because I just knew it was going to be better. I was right. It was better. And I don't have any remorse of missing. First of all, I haven't watched like SmackDown or Raw in like a week or two. 2 weeks. So I didn't watch the Go Home 2 Saturday Night's main event. I didn't watch the Raw before it. I didn't watch Saturday Night's main event.
But you didn't get the story.
I wasn't going to watch the pay-per-view, so why would I need it?
The cinema, Robert.
I am going to be watching Evolution, though.
That's a mystery.
Because I am hoping to hear AJ Lee's music or Paige's music at some point.
You know what? I forgot about Paige. You guys can have her.
That's fine. I'll take her. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm here for the nostalgic pop, brother.
You fucking mark.
We just got done watching All In Texas 2025.
Yep. For just so everyone knows where we're at, we are the day after All In.
Day after.
So everything. I don't have notes. He doesn't have notes. We're
No
going
notes.
off vibes and like just
straight vibes, brother.
vibes and what we liked about the show and everything like that.
So the first thing I'm going to say is I didn't watch the pre-show. I was working because I need to pay my bills. But I was working, so I couldn't watch the pre-show. And I was about a half hour late to the start, so I missed the entirety of the Ops versus the Death Riders. So that was, just so you know where I'm at in watching All In. So
I watched the pre-show and, I watched a pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a pre-show. The multi-people tag matches, it's exactly what you'd expect a pre-show tag match to be. They're fine. I love seeing the Costco guys, dude. I love Big Boom AJ. Boom! I'm so happy that, like, the Costco guys and then the Rizzler are in AEW. That's so fucking funny to me.
First of all, isn't Big Justice the same size, if not bigger, than Rocky Romero? Is that what I saw going around?
Big Justice is like, well, he's not called Medium Justice.
Yeah, I get it, but
he's a big guy.
But
dude,
he's 12 years old, the same size of a grown man.
He's the same size as, fuck you, he's probably taller than us.
You didn't need to point that out. Damn.
I'm lying. I'm actually a humble 6'3". I'm
5'10". He's taller than me, but I'm 5'10".
I'm 6'4", 250 pure lean beef. Shout out lean beef patty.
Lean beef patty.
Yeah, you know what
You're
that
just shouting out everything and anything at this
Do you know
point.
who that is?
No.
Yeah.
She's a bodybuilder.
Brother, I thought he meant an actual like beef patty burger you go on the grill.
Yeah, dude, shout out my favorite burger, dude.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely. I'm gooning on Maine. Shout out if you
on Maine.
Lean beef patty. If you want to be on the pod, dude, I'll fly you out. I'm not gonna fly you around. I don't got that kind of money. We'll set up a Patreon.
We'll set up a Patreon. Oh no, we'll do a GoFundMe just so we can get Lean Beef Patty on the pod.
Anywho, yeah, dude, the Costco guys. It's so funny to see them. Big Justice throws a good spear.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know what his spear looks
like.
like.
Every time he's done it, it's gotten a little better every time. I think Big Justice is going to be a professional wrestler when he gets older, and I can't wait for -1 versus Big Justice.
What do you mean when he gets older? He's already a professional wrestler.
I mean,
He's got more screen time than most WWE main roster stars.
Well, yeah, that's because you can't throw a 12-year-old in a match right now. I mean, you could if Tony Khan was really for the sickos.
For -1 against Big Justice.
No, he'd be booking Big Justice versus Rocky Romero. Dude, you think you're special. But it's fine. Like, Costco guys, I love seeing them. It's cool to see AEW get, like, that kind of exposure. I know that that's corny to sound like the Costco boom, guys.
I haven't watched
But,
it. I
yeah.
mean, my initial reaction was why. Like the first time they made an appearance, I'm like, why the hell are they on wrestling? Can we just get them out of
Big
here?
Boom AJ was a wrestler.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched that match. I'm literally criticizing without watching anything. I've stopped criticizing. I just haven't made a comment because I'm like, at this point now I'm liking AEW, but I still haven't watched any of the.
Like he's good. Yeah, he's they put him in tag matches, so it's not like, you know. Because I mean, even though he had a singles match with QT Marshall, and it was like he's fine, he's good for what the Costco guy does.
What'd you call him?
QT Marshall. That's how you say his name.
Not QT Marshall?
No, if he says that, he will like yell at you. So fuck you, QT Marshall. I hate you. Come on the pod so I can tell you how much I hate you. That's called.
It's called what?
What's the word? I almost said segregation. But
That's not
the right
segregation.
word. That is synergy. Yeah, synergy is the word.
He confused
Not segregation.
synergy and segregation.
Anywho,
that's Billy for you.
So the Ops versus the Death Riders. I keep wanting to call them the Blackpool Combat Club. Every time I say,
why did they change that?
because they became bad guys, and William Regal went to WWE.
The Blackpool Combat Club was good guys?
They were like, no, but they were like cool bad guys, if you will. Like they were no nonsense. Also, Bryan Danielson was in it, and like you're not gonna boo Bryan Danielson.
No.
So like, and then like Claudio was in it too,
And everyone likes...
So before then, like you're not gonna boo Claudio either. So it was like,
I mean, I'm still not booing Claudio.
Oh, same. But like they weren't good guys, but they weren't bad. They weren't Death Riders, you know. Like the Death Riders and the
good guys. They're not bad guys. They're the guys.
But it was a good match. It was a trios match. I mean, like it was a good match. It was certainly a trios match that I have seen on AEW. Not like people wise, but like it was a good start. Samoa Joe got the pin, obliterated Wheeler Yuta at the end, and then they did the thing where they stomp on the chair in Samoa Joe's head.
Did. Okay, yeah.
So they did that a couple times during the show.
So they wrote him off?
That's how they wrote Samoa Joe off. I think he'll be back, or maybe Hook will be back on Dynamite to.
I've seen that. I've seen people commenting on that. That's how they're gonna incorporate Hook back in to being a champion because he was originally supposed to be a champion.
Yeah, anyway. And then he. But it was a good match. I like all 6 people involved. I like Gabe Kidd. Like I know people. I don't know if it's New Japan fans online, and also it's because it's people online. Of course, I'm gonna see people bitch. People saying that they don't like Gabe Kidd. I like Gabe Kidd. I don't know.
From the few times I've seen him, I got nothing bad
to say about him. He's a fucking maniac. Did you ever watch WCPW?
What Culture Pro Wrestling?
Yeah. Did you watch that at all?
A little bit of it. First of all, it was never gonna make the top 6 wrestling themes. It was never gonna be an honorable mention, but the amount of times I listened to Martin Kirby's theme song.
Yup. Shout out Martin Kirby.
Martin Kirby. Oh my god.
Oh. You know what? We should review some What Culture Pro Wrestling.
You want to?
I would absolutely. I think that's the next episode. After.
Like, are we talking about What Culture where it was, Adam as GM, Ross on commentary? Oh, okay.
We could do that, but
we'll do that. I enjoy that.
In What Culture Wrestling, and he was like a blue face or a blue chip guy. He was like a young child of a man. He was a skinny kid. Like Gabe Kidd, and that's what all I knew Gabriel Kidd from is I knew him from What Culture Pro Wrestling, and that he was just like a skinny, like young upcoming guy. And then all of a sudden, he's in New Japan years later, and he's a fucking maniac. And like I love that.
That's what I thought about Big Damo.
Okay.
And what was his name? There was someone else. I guess not important then. Point is, Big Damo is the only one that like jumps to my mind. That Noam Dar, that was it.
Yes, dude, I loved Noam Dar. It sucks that they have wasted so much of his career.
I know, like.
Shout out Noam Dar, dude. His theme song too kicks ass.
Alicia Fox.
Shout out the Metaphor too. I know that that may surprise.
You said that already.
Yeah, I know that might like surprise people that I'm not a WWE guy. I'm not even close to an NXT guy. But dude, I fucked with the Metaphor. Like I thought their entrance was so cool with the what I'm talking about, right? The colors.
Yep.
And just like Noam Dar would have the Heritage Trophy or whatever.
The Heritage.
He'd have that, and like I just thought they were such a good look. So shout out. It sucks
Yeah,
that
but
they-
Noam Dar and Big Damo on WCPW, and then I saw them on WWE. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm watching this YouTube channel. I've watched all of them. By the way, I don't know if you still. I still watch them when they became Cultaholic as well. I still watch them to this day. Adam Pacitti is stepping away.
I saw. You know, thank you, Adam. I met him once.
I do. I have a picture of both me and Adam Pacitti and me and Adam Blampier.
Nice.
I went to the SummerSlam 2016 in Brooklyn. I mean,
Yeah. No comment.
no comment. But he genuinely nice guy, both of them. When I met them, they sat there after the show. My mom didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I gotta meet these people, and she goes, who are they? I go, I'll tell you later. Let me just wait in line. And it wasn't even like a line. It's just like a massive group of these people. They're the reason I really I don't know a better way to phrase it, but like London culture, I guess. I think like
British wrestling community is like insane.
it is.
There's a lot of
like the
them.
British wrestling community. I just like most of the Wrestle Talk. They're also British, right?
Yeah. I
Right?
think they all stem from what culture? I don't know exactly how that tree works, but I'm pretty sure like most of like the what cultures and especially Cultaholic, I think they all came, at least one of them came from what culture.
I really enjoyed it. But the point is, after SummerSlam, I remember that I'm wearing my pink Dolph Ziggler shirt. This actually, by the way, this Darby Allin shirt is what replaced my pink Dolph Ziggler shirt.
You had to have a pink shirt?
I had to
I
because
respect
when
that.
I go to WWE events or now AEW events, obviously, I like to see if I buy a good enough ticket that I'll be on camera, or at the time when it was the WWE Network, I would go back and watch to find myself. Easiest way to spot yourself is when you're in a bright pink shirt. And it just so happens that one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Dolph Ziggler, has a bright pink shirt. And now Darby Allin's just cool as fuck. I was like, oh shit, now that I have my signed Dolph Ziggler shirt, I need a new shirt to spot myself. I had like the red Swerve Strickland shirt that says Whose House?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need something more that pops. And I saw a bright pink Darby Allin. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Okay. Nice.
But I don't know why I went off tangent. What was
That's
I saying
fine.
about that?
I don't remember.
Me neither.
We were talking about what culture pro wrestling because I mentioned Gabe Kidd.
Yes.
By the way, I hope you guys are okay with that watching this, and I hope that doesn't like stop people from watching. How like we will go on tangents. I don't think this has ever truly been established on the show, but Robert and I have been friends for probably 15 years, if not close to at that point. So this podcast is legitimately just two very good childhood friends talking wrestling to each other. So if you are ever annoyed at the fact that we go from AEW pay-per-view review to remember what culture pro wrestling?
Remember why I'm wearing this shirt?
Yeah, like I hope that you like that and you're used to that because that's like how this is going to look. And I hope that you like that. I hope you listen to that.
There's the smallest form of a structure, but it's really peel back the curtain. Billy coming over, we're saying, "Oh, this is what we want to talk about." Sit down, set up, and record.
Yep.
Like I have on the screen the match order, and we're going off vibes of All In.
Yep. Like I said, I didn't make
it's
notes
just
because I don't want to make like when it comes to when we're watching, because we're not going to do too many like current day stuff.
Current live reaction, like the very beginning episodes. That's what we want it to more be like. We want it to be more like reviewing what culture pro wrestling, WCW, like just reviewing things that you don't normally see.
Yeah, but we're also like when there's a big show like this, and if there's ever a WrestleMania that like can hook like us, we can do that. Or if something like that horrendous happens in any company, when there's something terrible that happens, you best believe that we're probably gonna talk about it.
We're gonna get that on recording.
But when it comes to like modern day stuff, I'm not gonna write notes because I don't really have notes for a show like this. I only have
how I felt.
Yeah.
I also don't see. My biggest problem is I was telling my wife this the other day, and when I go to a wrestling event, I want to stop taking as many videos and pictures because when I'm there and I'm recording, I think it's cool because now I can like give it to Nelson to throw up on the screen. Like, look, I was there, I saw this and saw that. But there's a lot of the time. So I've been and attended NXT Takeover Brooklyn, and I saw Sasha versus Bailey.
That's so cool.
I don't have the recordings of that anymore because it's on my old iPhone. I don't have that phone anymore. I never transferred it over, and I don't remember too much. I know where I was sitting. I know like the angle I had. I remember a few key points, but I don't remember it. Now this WrestleMania, I know I took a lot of pictures, but I'm getting better at like not taking as many pictures and just enjoying the moment of where I'm at and what I'm doing.
I've always been like that. I don't have my phone is always dying because like I don't take care of my phone very well. So it's always dying really fast. But I also never really like I'm taking it in. I don't care about because I don't look at videos or pictures I've taken that often either. Every once in a while I will go back and I'll watch some of the videos I took or look at some of the pictures, but I'm more interested in like that moment. Like, do I wish I would have gotten the Hardy Boys return on video when I was there to see like what the crowd was like in the crowd? Yes, but also I vividly remember that. I remember hearing the boom doom doom, even though like we all kind of knew that they were coming back.
I didn't.
I wanted to. Oh, you didn't?
I
Nice.
didn't.
I
I got
did.
shocked.
I kind of had. That's awesome.
Like it genuinely was because it was what year was that again?
2017.
17. So it was when I was like really into like the Cultaholic and stuff like that.
Back to them.
But I still watch them, but I'm not like as into them as much. But it was more of when WrestleMania season, from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, I try my best to avoid, other than our group chat, like any videos unless there's a major injury. Like if there is a video that comes out that says, because you know they want you to, they're gonna clickbait, they're gonna be like major news on returning superstar. I'm not gonna watch that video. I'm not gonna do that because I want to be surprised as much as I can, because it's hard to avoid just scrolling Facebook and I'm gonna
You'll get something.
And I'm like, god damn it.
That's why I have the one rule of our wrestling group chat is no spoilers.
Other than yesterday when I say who's watching, or I'll say something like, am I free to talk about so-and-so pay-per-view? Like, because I hate that for me. And I remember it got to a point like all of you guys were together.
Yeah.
So if you guys weren't together watching it, you wouldn't have to post in the group chat because you guys are all there just talking about it. But if we're happen to some be in one group, some be in another, and be separate, I have to mute the group chat at some point because someone
will say something.
Someone will say something that I'm like, Jesus, fuck, I waited all day. And then out of nowhere, I just get one, like, because I was going to say something that had to have been cut. But I can tell when you post something that says, there's no way he won. And I'm like, okay, we're at the end of the show. You're talking about the main event, and the obvious winner didn't win. Now I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I get that. I try to avoid spoilers too for stuff.
Nothing. Dakota doesn't do it every time. It's just he did it one time.
Fuck you, Dakota.
He said it, not me.
So, let's finally get back on track.
Yeah, let's get back on track. So, after the Ops and the Death Riders, we have the Men's Casino Gauntlet match. Now, I am not the AEW person. When I ask you this, I'm not asking it to be making fun of AEW, but is this match ever the same? Why do I remember a giant chip as the reward? And why do I remember like a specific countdown? Why is this match...
The chip was a ladder match.
I thought that's what it was. And then it was like Royal Rumble style.
That's the casino ladder match.
Isn't that...
No.
It's called the Casino Gauntlet match.
You're not going to believe this. Gauntlet, ladder, not the same thing.
No, but I'm saying the ladder match was called the Casino...
It was called the casino ladder match.
I don't know why, but I was expecting that.
No, they only did it... I don't remember if they did the notebook thing for everyone, but last year when Christian won, that they got the paper that said contract.
But they used it. Are they using that as Money in the Bank? I know Christian did,
Yes.
but are they using MJF?
I assume so. I can't imagine MJF is going to cash in to have a full match because he's MJF.
Exactly.
Speaking of, MJF won.
Yeah, so MJF does win the Casino Gauntlet match. The entire time, by the way. So like I said, I know we went off track, but I mentioned earlier, I'm at Sergio's watching it, right? Because I got off work and I went to Sergio's. And the entire time, like, I thought Darby was going to make his return in this match.
So did I.
And I was for sure Darby's going to win. But I did, every time someone come out, my guess of someone coming out wasn't Darby. It was, let's go, Max. You're the greatest wrestler alive.
All right. So real quick, I got to be honest, this match, I'm not going to say it was boring, but out of all of the Gauntlet matches I've watched, this was the worst one. This is my favorite match. Like, not
in AEW
like my favorite type of match. I love the
battle royals or
no, like specifically the Casino Gauntlet.
okay.
I think that this is such a great concept for a match. I love I know that like the random time.
I was gonna say you like the concept of
I think that's like
Tony Khan in the back like eating a snack wrap going.
how whenever
countdown.
Whenever I finish this snack wrap, that's when you're coming out, and someone's just like, come on. Like
Because the whole point is
funny.
you want to be in sooner. Because if you're not in the match, you can't win.
Nope.
The match can end at any point. Someone can get pinned. Someone can get submitted.
And you could have not entered.
You could have
the match.
never entered the match.
I saw Serpent. Do you know who Serpentico is?
No.
He's like a jobber in AEW.
Okay.
He had a picture I saw. It was really funny. It was of like right behind the curtain, and he was like, "Damn, I was next." That was so funny. But dude, when Max Caster came out, besides like
He's the only pop I had.
the biggest pop I had was a Max. First off, Max Caster's on like a 5-month winning streak Jeez, yeah, I wish. He's on a 5-match losing streak. How did he get in the gauntlet? How did he get in? What did he do to get that gauntlet spot? When he came out and I saw Anthony Bowens was on the
floor,
as you may remember, big acclaimed guy. When I saw Anthony Bowens on the floor and I saw Max Caster, I was like, oh my god, yes, do something funny. And when he's just
Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive.
Real quick, so I could talk about the feud that matters, that is Max Caster versus Anthony Bowens. I hope that somehow that turns into like a double turn, because in kayfabe, strictly in kayfabe, and maybe in real life too, but I'm not going to speak for anyone, but in kayfabe, that has to eat Anthony Bowens alive, that this pain in the ass, loudmouth, dickbag, who just doesn't shut up, is actively getting way bigger reactions than me. The crowd is getting into the Let's Go Max chant, and I'm so fucking happy about it.
I love it. I love it.
There was one that he was doing, I think it was when the crowd first really started doing it for him weekly. He's doing it, and everyone starts doing it, and he laughs. Like, he does an audible, like, he chuckles, because and you can see it behind him, everyone, let's go, and Tony Schiavone's like, I can't believe that the crowd is doing this.
Yeah.
I hope this leads to something, because both of them, in my opinion, this is going to be my insane take.
The 5-tool player?
5-tool, I don't like that. I don't like gimmicks where it tells you what's good about me, unless she's like a bad guy. 5-tool player is not a good guy gimmick to me. Like him being like, I've got the speed, the size, I don't remember them all. But, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know why, but I remember.
It's like a Mr. Perfect thing to me.
I was going to say Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Perfect. That's fine, but they were heels.
Yeah.
Tony Nese as well, if you remember him.
Oh, the premier athlete.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, like, I've basically got the same size arms as Tony Nese. Put a picture of Tony Nese, like, right here, and you can see how my arms might actually be bigger than his.
If they're bigger. I just
They're not going to be fucking bigger? You know what, buddy? I appreciate that. You know what? Thank you. The fact that you even thought, like, the consideration, I appreciate that. Yes.
There we go.
He's so fucking straight. I had a cool vein. Add the Snicker vein to it.
So I just gave you a really bronze arm.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So, anyway, the gauntlet match was nice. I'm really behind Max at the entire time.
Yeah.
I look at Sergio
The entire
every
30
time
seconds
you see a countdown. Our friend Jared was there too, and he was questioning it. I asked it too because I didn't know the premise of the gauntlet match. Sergio explained it to me, and Jared chimes in. He goes, "When do they come out? What's the interval like?"
Yeah, whenever.
And I'm like,
Vibes.
"It's just straight vibes. It's whenever Tony Khan says you're up." And that's it.
I thought it was so funny that Mystico got his whole entrance. No one sang the song. And MVP's like, yeah, you're not in Mexico.
Yes.
And then Max is just standing there staring at him. And MVP's just like,
Hit him.
You just hear, Max, hit him. Stop standing around. Hit him. And like, that's
because Mystico's on the top rope
he's
like
hot
this.
dogging and grandstanding, and Max is just like, ooh. Just hit him. Like, that's so funny. But like, I liked MVP being like, hit him, because like that, like, at first, if it wasn't for MVP yelling at him, you would think, Why isn't Max hitting him? Like, that makes no sense. Like, it might take you out of it, but MVP being like, yo, hit him is like, I like that.
Yeah, it made me feel like I was.
It was like, yeah,
That's just what I've been saying. Hit him.
There was also a point where MJF gets thrown out of the ring, and I guess he's laying by the announcer's table, and for what felt like minutes, MVP's just like, get off your back, Max! Get off your back! Max! Max! Get off your back! Max! Get off your... He just get off your back! And like, it was a good match.
Yeah, MJF wins, and I
expected him to cash in at the end of the show, I'm not gonna lie.
I did too. The entire time I'm looking at Sergio, I'm like, Sergio mentioned it first. And I go, I think you're right. And I'm like, I'm waiting. I see the
Hangman's crying, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, Hangman wins, by the way. So the fireworks, good job. So the fireworks go off. And I looked at him, I go, I've seen bigger fireworks for other people's entrances during this show. I was like, that's to throw us off. Jerry goes, that's to throw us off. MJF is cashing in tonight. And the entire time I'm watching, and then I see the credit, and then I see the AEW logo, and I go, it's not done yet.
Yeah, I don't
wait till that screen turns black.
And then even then.
Until I see the Prime logo that says, thanks for watching,
yep.
I'm waiting. And then they did like a legit firework around the top there, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's not. Screen went black. Thanks for watching, and I'm like, okay, he doesn't cash in, I guess. But I thought that would that was such an MJF move.
Yeah, it's just,
oh my god. From you. Anyway, so after the gauntlet match, we actually we don't have a match yet. We have Adam Cole coming out, and
I think that was his retirement. I think, because I read this morning that apparently it's concussion again.
So is it like Chris Olave? Like if he gets one more concussion, he's like done?
That's how Chris Olave?
Yeah, in the Saints wide receiver.
Really? I didn't know he
has
was
like
that.
three.
Two as well, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I knew Tua, but I didn't know Chris Olave.
But I'm pretty
was
sure
like
Chris Olave has like 3 like concussions. 2 was at 2, right? 4?
Yeah.
He had 1 in college.
Oh, I forgot about the college one.
Didn't he have like 2 within the span of like a month? That's crazy.
The first one,
the Dolphins should be shut down.
The one I remember is when like he had like that neuro design and
like,
his fingers.
That twice.
Oh yeah.
And then 2 concussions ago.
So when I forgot what it was, but when he dropped and you see his head hit and then his fingers, I thought he was paralyzed. I was like I thought his like something in his neck snapped, that he was like, it was just like an instant like reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, I go, something's wrong. And then he like got up and I was like, oh.
And then he stumbled.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, I'm waiting for the black screen with the thank you for watching. I'm like, is he done? Nope, he's walking.
And then
he's out for the game. Okay, he's hurt.
And then the stumble was Tommaso Ciampa throwing Johnny Gargano into the thing. He's like, oh, you got me! You almost got me! Shout out to her. We don't mean to make fun of your concussion, but I'm not going to act like that was a funny bit we just did. But Adam Cole,
yeah, it's a sad thing.
It does suck, dude. Watching him cry and whatnot. Did you see Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly in the background too?
Yeah, they were by the post the entire time, and I was like, when Adam Cole came out, I thought, okay, Sergio immediately said, because he didn't even know that the match was canceled against him and Kyle Fletcher.
They announced it on the pre-show.
So he hears that, and he goes, oh no, oh man, he can't catch a break. That was the first words out of Sergio's mouth. He goes, he can't catch a break, and I was like, he really can't. And then when he came out, and I saw Roddy and Kyle Roddy stayed out there because he was in the gauntlet match. Kyle came out, and they're by the post. I was like, oh no, this is more serious than I gotta relinquish. I'll see you guys in 4 months.
He needs his friends.
Yeah,
and they're crying.
They are. I don't think this is the last time we see Adam Cole.
I think it's the last time as a wrestler we will see him. I hope he wrestles again, because like I love Adam Cole. Adam Cole was awesome.
I'm telling you, it's the same way I feel with Kevin Owens. I like him too much.
That right? Is that the Undisputed? Am I doing that? Is that UE in the camera? I can't tell.
Probably not.
I fucking love the.
But the same way I felt with Kevin Owens, like I don't want it to be the last time I see him.
No.
That's why I'm not believing that it's the last time I see him, because I just don't want it to be. And I'm not the hugest Adam Cole fan. Shout out Chugs.
Shout out Chugs.
But I genuinely got into Adam Cole during NXT when he was in the Undisputed Era, and then Up Up Down Down, obviously when he plays video games and stuff with everyone, and I'm like, I like this guy, but I never like, especially when he came to AEW, I kind of was upset every time he got injured because it was like just at the beginning of something happening, the devil, and I was like when he turned on Max, and I'm like, dude,
It's crazy that like
they could have executed it, and people blame AEW. They're like, oh, they fumbled that story.
That's
Like,
'cause
no,
his ankle
his
exploded.
ankle shattered on a freak accident
that
jumping
it's
off the
insane.
stage.
All the shit that I have seen Adam Cole do in his entire, because I didn't watch him in Ring of Honor or anything. I started with the Undisputed Era in NXT,
same.
but I have still seen him do some insane shit, and
Be okay.
jumping down is all that, and that sucks. So shout out Adam
But
Cole.
anyway, he basically does his speech where he doesn't say he's going to retire because he's not in the right mindset, but it gave off vibes of this is the last time he's going to see a crowd.
It's most certainly the last time that we're going to see him. I would say at least till next year.
Yeah.
So
at least a year. So the next match is the TNT Championship match since Adam Cole vacated it, and it's going to be a fatal four-way now. So it's, I believe, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, right?
and they're tag team champs, and I think they're trios champs with one of the Von Erichs.
I think
I think Dustin's the
is
trios champs with the Von
champ.
Erichs.
So Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes versus Kyle Fletcher versus Daniel Garcia. They are the Fatal Four-Way. Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara are Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. Dustin Rhodes is also a Trios Champion. I think I got that right. And then as Daniel Garcia makes his way down to the ring, Adam Cole is still leaving. And you know, he has another moment with him that he's talking to him, and it just solidifies the fact that it's probably the last time for a good while that we see Adam Cole if he ever returns. I thought personally that they were setting up Daniel Garcia winning, having him come out, have that moment with Adam Cole. He was also so close to winning it when Adam Cole won it. I just thought it just made sense.
He's the one that Adam Cole beat for the title.
That's what I'm saying. It was
okay.
close when Adam Cole won it. And then I thought it was a toss-up because I thought they were, making the best with a worst-case scenario. I thought Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara were just thrown in there, and I thought it was basically a facade, and it's just basically Kyle Fletcher versus Daniel Garcia. That's how I was viewing this match. And when Kyle Fletcher and Daniel Garcia were getting into it, I'm like, I can see either one of them winning.
I thought it was Kyle Fletcher.
I thought it was
the whole
Garcia.
way.
Sergio thought it was Fletcher too. I thought it was Garcia, and I was like, it's. We just had a sad moment. I thought we were gonna get a heartfelt moment.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And
at the
I
time.
thought the heartfelt moment was Daniel Garcia winning. To the storyline would have fit if Daniel Garcia won. Obviously, Garcia didn't win. Neither did Fletcher. It was Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes won.
Cool.
I
always
don't
liked
care.
Dustin.
As in, it wasn't a heartfelt moment for me. I didn't care when Dustin Rhodes went. And it's not that I didn't care, that's bad booking or whatever. I just, good for him.
Yep.
I had no, reaction, a heartfelt reaction. I know some people do. Probably more people like you that have watched AEW. I know their whole point was he never won an AEW title.
Yep. That was his first singles title since 1999. Since
Okay.
Goldust. I don't think he's going to hold the title that long.
No.
He's definitely dropping it to Kyle Fletcher at within. I wouldn't be surprised
Next week?
that he loses the title before this video comes out.
That could be it.
In 3 days, or was it? Yeah, 3 days at
Dynamite.
I wouldn't be surprised if
In
Kyle Fletcher wins
Chicago.
it. In Chicago. But I like it. I'm happy for Dustin. I always liked him.
Nothing against him.
Yeah, it's insane that he's a fucking Triple Crown champion right
Yeah.
now. That's awesome.
Holding 3 titles. at
I'm
his
glad
age.
he's getting the respect. He's always been a good worker.
Yeah.
I love Goldust, but I can let me try that again. I love Goldust, but I can completely understand why he wants to be greater than that. He wants to be Dustin Rhodes, and I like the face. I've always liked him, so I'm happy he got that title. It's cool that he's getting a singles run. Let him
Even if it's not long.
Yeah, you let him have. Even then, if I forget, I think the next pay-per-view is All Out next month or so. Even if they want to give him a month-long reign.
Or is it Forbidden Door?
Is it Forbidden Door?
Oh, it's probably All Out then, Forbidden Door.
I don't know. I don't know pay-per-view
just-
schedules like that.
Me neither, but I do know that they just announced NXT Heatwave on the same day as AEW Forbidden Door, and I'm picking AEW again, to be honest with you, because
I feel so bad for the NXT guys.
Yeah, why would they?
Why would you put them against AEW? I saw that.
Like, if you wanted to compete and put yourself saying, I don't see them as competition, we do what we want, sure, but you have to know what day you're doing it, and why would you put your NXT talent against that?
Like, I heard that Ricky Saints and Ethan Page had a good last man standing match, but I
didn't watch it.
Yeah, no one's watching.
I'm not gonna watch it because I don't watch NXT first.
Mm-hmm.
If you want me to actually decide and make the decision harder for me, put on a main roster show that's not Saturday night main event. Like, if, for example, I think I might have put more consideration and probably flip back and forth and watch both if it was Evolution versus All In. And that's not
nothing would have changed much.
I know for you, but I'm saying I would have had more thought of, and then I would have flipped back and like, okay, I do want to see what's going on. I did not care. I was watching All In. Did not matter what WWE was doing. My friend was showing me Jelly Roll on Saturday night's main event, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm in the middle of Hangman versus Mox for the title right now. I'm not watching that. It's, I don't know. I hate that they do that.
I do too.
Anyway, back
Dustin won the TNT title. Good for him.
Yeah,
next.
Good for him. Next is my personal match of the night.
Okay.
I love this one. I mean, there was also very good when we get later into the night with the women's title. That I want to say is it's definitely what is there, like 10 matches or something, or 12?
I think so.
It's definitely top 3. I think top 3. But this was my favorite match of the night, and I didn't decide that until after. I felt like I really liked it, and then after the show was done, I still think it was my favorite match. Not by much though. The main event was amazing for me. I loved it, and I'll tell you why. But so we get Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay with Prince Nana. With Swerve, not Ospreay.
Prince Nana with Will Ospreay. Wow.
Against the Young Bucks.
Ospreay. Sorry.
Elevated,
where's him in the sky? Whoa! You know what?
It might go.
That might work.
That might work.
Shit.
But,
all right.
But no, it's Swerve and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks.
Dude, I loved the Young Bucks entrance. I love the Founding Father stuff. I'm a Philly Mark.
I was watching that, and that's when I went on my phone. I was like, that's too much for me. Sergio goes to me because the commentators go, I can't believe they did that. They took forever to get in the ring. Ospreay's got to still stay warming up. And he goes, you think that's a shot at WWE for how long they take? He's like, dude, just get in the match. Let's just wrestle.
I think the point was they're going to take as long as possible because that's going to piss them off. Mm-hmm. I think that was the mindset of it. Dude, I fucking love the Young Bucks. They're so good.
I didn't care for the entrance. At first I was like, oh, they came out on a boat, but why didn't they do that right off the bat? Why'd they come out, pose, leave, come back on a boat?
They got to get their pose in.
They can pose on the boat.
You got to get your shit in. Come on.
Anyway, point is that I didn't care for it. I mean, it's not like it was the worst entrance I've ever seen, but it was bad enough that I was scrolling Facebook until I got to the end, and then I heard the bell ring, and I'm like, okay. Now, it took for me, at least personally, the way I'm watching it, it took a second for me to get really into the match.
Yeah, a lot of the matches on this show, they had time, and they definitely slow built to a lot of them, which we're looking at the times now. Most of these matches went at least 20, and sometimes that is a bit much. I think there is nothing wrong with a short match, but especially for a big show like this, I don't have too much of a problem with the matches being that long, because it's your big show and. Yeah, I like the longer matches.
We activated sleeper agents when, when it's it's a big show.
Show, by the way. But anywho, back to Oh no, Paul White was no more BS.
No more BS. All right, but I really solid match. That Oh my god, that like little back and forth between all four of them with
Yeah.
the Young Bucks kicking
The Young
dual
Bucks are
Canadian
so good at that.
destroyers.
Yep.
Oh my god, that was so good. I absolutely loved it when Ospreay's hanging on the edge too and
And
Swerve's
Swerve's like,
yeah, and he crawls in the way and the commentator's like he's taking the bullet for him and oh my god, it was beautiful. I love that match, but like I've said before, it's probably my favorite because I love tag team wrestling so much. And when it's done well, like this match was, I put it above a lot of matches.
I
lot.
wouldn't mind a Swerve Osprey tag team title run.
No.
I
don't want
like
that.
it's not gonna happen. I just think I think they work,
I personally don't want that.
I think they work really well together as a team. But also like I don't so do you think that the titles are beneath them? Is that why?
Yes.
I don't. So I think that
I'll say that, yeah.
I think the tag titles are on not the same level as the world title, but I think AEW has done a really good job with making all of their titles feel like anybody should want them. But I understand like wanting them to be singles guys.
But my thing is exactly what you said before. I don't believe like that's exactly what they started this entire match with, and it was the whole premise. Two great singles wrestlers should not beat a
oiled machine.
But a good tag team.
I think
these are brothers that know each
fair.
other in and out, like they've said. And don't get me wrong, I still like the match, and I think the right winners won. Swerve and Ospreay won, by the way. And I really enjoyed that. But I don't think they should be tag team champions because, don't get me wrong, I know the Young Bucks are probably the best tag team in the division. But it's just, unless it's done like this every time, which they can't do every time because then it'll get boring after a while of, oh, are they going to get along? They're great by themselves, but can they be great together? They can't do that every match.
But I think they proved with this match that they are good together. Like, they do work well together. I don't know. I
just don't think the tag team
needs it necessarily. Like,
yes, and I also don't think a tag team... I don't see Bobby... But here's the thing. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin... They were single stars that just got together, even from back in WWE when they became the Hurt Business. And then when they came over, they just carried their tag team over. But it's like, they established themselves as a tag team. Like, at first, I felt the same way. I was like, why are they together?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, like, now that as I'm thinking about it, though, I would not be surprised if Ospreay and Swerve face for the tag titles now. Because I think that they did have... Like, there was a backstage segment with the Hurt Syndicate, and Will Ospreay, I remember.
We hurt people.
Bobby Lashley versus Will Ospreay is such an insane match that I need to see, by the way. Like, they had, like, a little, like, I think Will Ospreay was wearing his football jersey, and Bobby Lashley's just, like... And, like, I saw the interaction, it's just like, wow. Lashley versus Will Ospreay.
That's something.
That's such an insane... Like, I never thought that match would happen.
My biggest thing is I can see Swerve as world champion. I can see Ospreay as... I want to see Ospreay as world champion. If I want to see you as world champion, I feel like you being in the tag team division is not right. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't see Bobby as AEW world champion. Can he be? Like, he'll be great... But I don't
think Bobby Lashley wins the world title. I don't
see Shelton Benjamin ever winning the world title.
I could see him winning, like, the international title.
Yes.
I think that the world title in AEW should be... Not that there's, like, an age limit or, like, you can't be a former WWE guy and win it. Because, like, Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, CM
Punk.
No, CM Punk's part of my problem. In a company with... And I'm not even saying that as a CM Punk hater. I just mean, like, in a company with, like, Okada, Omega, Ospreay, Swerve, Hangman, Moxley, because I don't think Moxley is a WWE guy. Who else? Like, just so many god-tier wrestlers. I don't think the likes of Cope, Lashley, Jericho ever again. Like, they should not be sniffing the world title. That's part of why... You got it.
I do wish I saw Christian.
I do, yeah. Christian was different. But Christian's different in that he was never the guy in WWE because they didn't know how to use him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so him winning the world title would be different because Christian Cage is not WWE Christian. Christian Cage is his own person. Like, that's Christian Cage is a TNA guy.
Yeah.
Christian has always been a TNA guy to me,
But
not
I
WWE.
I made that face because I wanted to see Christian as world champion, and don't get me wrong, I think it was better. It was the right guy to beat Mox. I'm happy. I honestly thought my prediction was Moxley winning because I honestly thought they were going to keep it until Darby Allin takes it from him. But the more I think about it, now that it's settled, they made the right decision of pulling the trigger now on Hangman Adam Page. But I just really wanted Christian to win when he had it, and he lost. And I'm like, ugh.
I think it's funny that he lost though. Like, if anyone's going to
It's gonna be Christian.
it's gonna be Christian.
But I wanted him to win.
I want to talk about that real quick. So I want to do the women's after the tag match here.
Yeah.
But so there was nothing out of all the matches on the show. This was probably the most like cut and dry one. The Hurt Syndicate one. It was a good match. Nothing really notable happened in the match. But then,
what do you mean nothing notable happened? Oh, in the match.
In the match.
Okay. Yep.
it was a good match. It was a great match even. But in a show of great matches, it was just not
Run-of-the-mill.
Run-of-the-mill great match, which insane sentence to say. Just a casual 4-star match, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, awesome. Nick Wayne and Christian, awesome. Bobby Lashley, Shelton, awesome. The Hurt Syndicate won. And then FTR comes into the ring to like jaw jack with the patriarchy.
Real quick before you get into that, I'll let you take control of that part.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love the ending of this match where the entire time I think Bobby Lashley threw, I forgot who, into FTR. Like he threw him into FTR.
Who did he throw? I think he threw Christian.
Could have been Christian. Point is he threw, so FTR is now, I'm thinking, going to get involved. Christian, we'll use just Christian again, gets thrown into FTR when they come onto the rope. So each time FTR tried to get involved, Bobby Lashley was just like, no. And he then hit the finisher and won. And FTR is just like standing there. And I was like, I honestly thought FTR was going to cost.
Yeah. So
the Hurt Syndicate, because I don't see Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin being pinned. So when I saw this was a 3-way, I thought they were going to get screwed over, especially with MJF winning earlier in the night.
Okay.
I thought since they had that, it would have been a nice turmoil until MJF wins the championship of Bobby Lashley being upset that they don't have the title, but MJF is a guaranteed title match. You know what I mean? Like just that little moment I thought is where they were setting it up. But I just found it funny that Bobby's like, no, I'm just blocking every FTR attempt. And then gets the pin. And I'm like, that's great. So after the match, FTR comes in to start yelling at him.
And then Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne come in the ring. And they're just like, they got a chair. And they're like, whoa, that's our dad you're talking to. Don't you dare put your hand on our father.
Christian.
And then they go, of course. And then Christian goes to leave. And then Nick Wayne hits the kill switch, the Unprettier, on Christian. They turn on him. They turn on their father. Those no good sons of bitches, kids of his.
My only reaction was, not Mother Wayne.
Dude, Mother Wayne turn. Dude, I love I'm so excited for this Nick Wayne heel turn. I've been watching Nick Wayne for
heel
years. Heel turn,
or they were already heels?
But this is like a heel turn. Like,
are we gonna cheer Christian? I mean, people already were.
I've been cheering Christian. I never stopped.
I know, but
like absolutely.
I never stopped.
I never stopped. You raised a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit, dude. When he said that to Jungle Boy's mom, oh my god, hell yeah. But
continue.
They
hits him with the Unprettier,
and then they go to, they set him up for the concerto, and then you think you know him. Bam, bam. Edge comes out. I don't care if he's Cope. He's still Edge.
Real quick, why does everyone have to get their shit in? Why he has Spike in his hand and he's running to the end of the stage to.
Okay, so
and then he stands there, and I'm like, Christian's about to get his head bashed.
Why the fuck would he care?
I get it, but why would you come out and make the save if you didn't care?
Because he's not coming out to save Christian. He's coming out to beat up FTR. So I thought the same thing. Like
I actually didn't think of that. Okay,
when Penta did it, it's like, you don't have an attachment to these guys, but you're supposed to be a good guy, which I guess would be the Edge thing. But he has no attachment to them, so like you should when Jeff Hardy Jeff Hardy did a quick one, so but like when Jeff Hardy does the emote quick, maybe he was like, this is for burning my house down. I'm getting my shit in real quick. So, but like I understand that. When Edge did it, I didn't take it as I'm trying to save my brother. I took it as FTR put me on the shelf. I'm gonna come kick their ass.
Okay.
And if I'm Edge in that situation, I just was in a blood feud with Christian. I don't really give a shit if his fake children are kicking his ass. Like, I still care about this guy, but yeah, fuck you, man. You concertoed me. How's it feel, dickhead? I'm surprised he didn't wait till after he got concertoed, but I guess that's because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited for this. And then he came out. He cleared house. They escaped. Christian got up, and Edge grabs a mic and just goes, "Go find yourself," which
I wanted him to say, "Go fuck yourself."
I thought he was gonna say it too.
The reason it was in his back pocket, I thought they were gonna hug it out, Edge's back, and
Go
it was just
fuck
gonna go,
yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
I love, dude, and one of the things that's a bum. The only thing that bums me out about this is going to lead, in my opinion, what I think is going to happen. This is going to lead to the Edge and Christian retirement tag run. I think they're going to win the titles, and I think that's going to be it for them. And it just breaks my heart that, like, the final heel Christian run is over. Because I have always thought that heel Christian is one of my favorite wrestlers. I know he wasn't in my top 6. On my phone, I have my top 50 wrestlers, as you know, because we did that together. I was looking at it earlier. I think he's 7 or 8. It's him and Zack Sabre Jr. They're, like, right next to each other. So it just bums me out that, like, it's going to be... Like, it just sucks that it's going to be over. You know, and I'm so happy that I got this run. I never thought, especially after we retired in WWE, I never thought I'd get anything close to this again. I think this has been, if you ask me what my favorite title run of all time is, the first one that comes to my mind is Christian's TNT title run. Legitimately, Christian as a bad guy is one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen. He's so funny. He's good at what he does. Your dad is dead type beat. It's such a shame that it's finally over. But I hope that Nick Wayne learned enough from Christian that the essence of bad guy Christian Cage is now in Nick Wayne. I love the idea of Nick Wayne being a bastard son of a bitch with his good friend Kip Sabian and his equally evil mom. Because I know that there was Shelton Benjamin and his mom as, like, that dynamic, but, like, that was more of, like, a joke. Like, look at Shelton's fat mama. Ooh, look at it. She's basically Medea. Ha ha, hee hee, hoo hoo. But, like, I like the idea of it being a not serious, because I'm sure it's going to be, like, goofy at times. I like the idea of it being like, no, we're both actually giant pieces of shit as a family. Yeah. So I'm excited for what's going to come here. That's it, yeah. I like Nick Wayne. I've been watching him for years. It's insane being 27, watching a guy who's almost 10 years younger than me be so fucking good at wrestling. But, like, hell yeah, Wayne's World. I like that guy. I like that kid, I guess.
I like that kid. Hey, kid, you got what it takes.
You know what, kid? You're all right.
You're all right.
You got the upper mid-card approval.
That's all he needs.
Yeah, all you really need is the upper mid-card approval.
If we approve of it, then
you're good.
You can just know you did all right. All right.
Next, because we skipped it, is the women's gauntlet match, which I think was, like, I thought the men's gauntlet was good, maybe, like, decent. I thought the women's was awesome. I think that because I will say the crowd was, like, the crowd was pretty dead for a good portion of this
I'm going to be honest with you, I zoned out a little bit. Might have been on my phone a little bit. I wanted Willow to win, though.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
I just meant, like, the crowd. I thought the crowd, especially with the Adam Cole stuff, the crowd definitely, like, got, like, the life sucked out of them after that. I think this women's match brought them back. They went out there and I thought it was a great match.
You think the women's match brought them back? Not
yes.
Swerve and Ospreay?
That brought them back, but, like...
kept them there.
Yeah, I guess is a better way. Like, that, like, kept the momentum going, I guess.
Okay.
Because, honestly, I feel like that's more important. Because, of course, Will Ospreay, Swerve, and the Young Bucks are going to get the crowd going. But what comes after that keeps that ball rolling. And I think this match did an awesome job at that. They love Willow so much. I love Willow so much. Willow's so fucking good. I knew she was going to come out. I forget what was happening when I think she was 3, right? I want to say
3 or 4.
Something happened, and Chris Statlander was in the ring, and I just looked at my buddy Grimmer. I'm like, Willow Nightingale's about to come out and Dun, 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 dun.
First of all, every time I see Chris Statlander, I just think of the one Tony Storm promo where she just goes, "What a woman!
What a woman is
Next.
What a woman is right.
That's it.
Every time she flexes, I'm just like,
What a woman!
what a woman. Yeah, dude. Shout out AEW. They just keep signing like 6 foot tall muscular women, and it's like, yeah,
That is the
Woo!
women's division right there.
The greatest women's division I've ever seen. Just big, hot women, and they can all go 30 minutes, and it's like, wow. This is my big thing. Is I remember back in the day people saying shitty things about women's division. I don't know why we wouldn't want a good women's division, because as a straight man, there is nothing that I want more than hot women being really good at wrestling. That's even more entertaining. That's my argument for the WNBA. Why don't you want bad bitches being really good at ball? And they don't have to be hot. Like, I'm not saying, like, if they're, people that look like me, that they shouldn't be able to be basketball. But who doesn't love bad bitches? And that's my defense as to why people should give women a chance. That may sound sexist, but that's probably the most progressive take you're going to get on a podcast, pal. I had Tony Storm in my top 6, too. You didn't.
I didn't.
I love women. Shout out women. Shout out women. But this is a great match.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
I'm not okay, I got completely derailed. I don't even have any words. No, the women's casino gauntlet match was nice. I wanted Willow to win. She did not. But my question after all this, the winner is Athena, your forever champ.
Yep.
I have a question. Does this mean Athena drops the Ring of Honor to now become AEW Women's Champion? Does she lose her cash-in and never lose the Ring of Honor title? Does she become a double champ? Where do you see this?
I think she double champ. I don't see her vacating a title. I don't like the idea.
Not vacating. She loses.
Oh, okay.
Is she gonna lose her title? Is she gonna lose her title match against Toni Storm? Is she just gonna be a double champ and not be pinned?
I mean, Toni Storm's already beat one multi-champ. Fuck it, might as well beat another one.
One didn't deserve to be multi-champ.
Athena and Mercedes both deserve that.
Athena does.
You hate Mercedes because she's brown.
That's not it at all.
Whoa. Athena, I think, is going to. I don't know if she. Maybe she wins. I don't know. I think she's going to cash in the sense of I want a full match, and MJF's going to be the one that cashes in after the fact. So I honestly don't know, but I like that. It's nice watching a wrestling company where it's like, I don't know who's going to win this match.
I don't know how Athena's going to go through it. I don't know if she loses the Ring of Honor. Like my question states, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think the one I want to see is her be double champ and just run roughshod into. I like the storyline of that. She becomes double champ. She is dominant in both Ring of Honor and AEW, but it's getting to her. It's burning her out. Her matches are a lot closer than they used to be.
Okay.
It's looking like she's going to lose more often. And eventually, like, they kind of tried to do it in WWE with Jey Uso of, my hand's in every pot. I'm trying to help my friends here. I'm trying to help my friends
But
there.
now I'm exhausted.
I'm not focusing on my match for Gunther that I end up losing. Like, I think they could do something like that. I would like to see it. I don't know if that's good for everyone.
I mean, it sounds good to me. I'm sure that whatever they do, it's going to be awesome. And that's like what
That's
is
what
nice.
I like. That's why I'm switching to AEW. I have more
More
questions, but each scenario still seems like I can be genuinely happy with whatever they do. WWE is not like that.
And they're going to pick
The option was
of,
Gunther beating Goldberg or Goldberg being your world champ.
and it's like, wow, one of these is absolutely horrendous. And then the other is Goldberg winning the title.
So after the goddamn gauntlet match, we then had the triple threat tag team. But after that, we do get to a really, really good match.
This was my match of the night
This
for
was your match of the night?
for approximately 2 matches. This was my match of the night.
Okay.
I thought there's no way that either of these matches are going to beat that, and then one of them did. But the other one came very close, so this is an insane... Like, they definitely backloaded this show. Like, the first few matches, the first like 7 matches, they were good, but like everyone watching knew that like these next 4 matches are about to be batshit insane.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the last 3, but I mean either way, I like the tag match. But
I mean, it was their triple main event.
yeah, it was the triple main event. Such a great match.
You know what? Every time I still think of Roman talking to Seth and Moxley. That is it a triple power bomb
Or a double triple power bomb?
a double triple?
A triple double. It's a double triple power bomb. I remember
Like,
that.
yeah, the single one is a triple power bomb. So if you put 2 people up, it's a double triple power bomb.
And
That's all I think.
that was like after they beat up the Authority, right?
Something like
the
that.
middle-aged outlaws and Kane.
The middle-aged outlaws.
Christ.
Anyway,
mud.
so we get timeless Tony Storm against trash Mercedes Moné. And I was shit talking her the entire time. I do not like Mercedes Moné. I don't like any bit of it.
CEO. No, continue. CEO.
I hated it. Sergio hated the fact that I kept talking shit the entire time. I do not like her. Don't like her wrestling matches. There's no way of putting it other than I don't like her. Never liked her. Never will. Will not get on board with whatever. So I am 100% into this match. Believing, wanting, hoping, praying that Tony Storm wins.
I love Mercedes Moné, but I love Tony Storm even more. So I was...
She was in your top 6.
Yes, she was in my top 6. That's because I love women, and he doesn't. I thought she was going to lose the title. And like that, I was like, no. Especially after she hit the 3 Storm... what the heck is... I don't remember. I almost said Storm Zero?
I think it's Storm Zero.
Okay, I said that in my head.
Because I'm pretty sure Will Ospreay's Stormbreaker.
That's right. I heard Storm Zero in my head, and it didn't sound right. But when she hit the 3 Storm Zeros in a row and Mercedes kicked out, I was like, it's a wrap.
Oh my God. I looked at them and I go, no.
Yeah.
No.
I had the same reaction.
I looked at Sergio and I go, that's not going to work for me, brother. She's going over.
Yeah, she's got that creative control. Yeah, it's all that creative control that she has.
I'm telling you right now, I was so disappointed when she kicked out. And then the final sequence is Mercedes Moné on the top rope, Tony Storm kissing her, and then doing... We watch wrestling for the plot.
That's right. I love professional wrestling. God, I fucking love pro wrestling.
Plot.
Yeah.
Anyway, makes out with her basically on the top rope and then hits a Storm Zero from the top rope. And I go, this is it. This is it. 1, 2, 3. I legit, my first reaction was, there is a God. They kept the title on her. I needed her to win. I don't think Sergio, I don't think you guys would have let me have at it if she won. You would have been doing your CEO dance this more than you already
Robert would have canceled this review if Mercedes won. He would have been I'm not talking about this shit.
I would have said, let's review Saturday night's main event.
Absolutely not. So what it actually would have been is Robert would have reviewed every match besides that. Would not have talked about the match, but
I would have been here on my phone as he dances to
CEO.
He
would have reviewed the rest of the show, and I would just spend the entire hour of this video just going, CEO. No, I'd be going, CEO. Voice crack and all.
I'm so glad Tony Storm won. I don't mind if she loses. Don't get me wrong. I never want her to lose.
I don't want her
but
to lose.
I can live with her losing if it's not Mercedes Moné, to be honest with you. If it's Mina, if it's What a Woman, Chris Statlander, if it's Willow, Athena. If it's Athena, I'm fine. I can live in that world. I cannot live in a world where Mercedes Moné is AEW.
I don't know how to tell you this, buddy, but like that's going to happen eventually.
No.
Yes.
Nope. I don't watch AEW when that happens.
You will watch AEW because this
the
podcast,
Fed will be putting on some good stuff.
This podcast will be our biggest source of income, and we will be professional podcasters by them. And financially, you will be obligated to talk about Mercedes Moné.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
I'll go silent.
Well, then when this podcast fails because of that, and we have to go back to regular jobs, I hope that it was worth it.
It was.
It was
I
worth
will
it.
stand my ground. I
Okay.
will not.
Nelson, remember this. Remember this day. Yep. I'll do a solo.
Timestamp it.
I'll be a soloer. I'll solo podcast it. Shout out Sala Monster.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
a podcaster. Anywho.
Shout out.
Great
Simon Wilson.
match. God tier match. Yeah. One of the best, if not the best women's match I've ever seen. One of the best matches I've ever seen.
The
Tony
best
Storm.
women's match you've ever seen.
No, one
I
of
thought
them.
That was Mariah May.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best, but that's just because I like hardcore wrestling more than anything. And that Mariah May Tony Storm match was chef's kiss of a match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great match. I don't like if you expected anything other than what we got, you're a maniac because great match. Speaking of great matches,
We get Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika close.
Kazuchika. I can't pronounce it.
I
We get
understand.
Okada versus Omega. I can pronounce Kenny. Okada versus Kenny Omega.
That foreign Canadian name.
For the AEW Unified Championship, combining the Continental and International Championship. So, I never watched any previous
Yep.
Okada versus
I think we
Omega
talked
match.
about that on the
Yeah.
last show too.
I didn't get a
Yep.
chance to watch them all before this one. I do want to watch the other ones now. Great match. Surprising it's not match of the night. I thought it was, like, if I looked at the card beforehand, I would have said that's going to be match of the night. This was the whole reason I also chose All In over Saturday night's main event. What are you watching? Okada versus Omega or Goldberg versus Gunther?
And there's only one right answer. It's Okada and Omega.
Yeah, it's such the fact that they had the match. I was like, the moment it was announced, I was like, I'm watching that whenever it is. Then all of it came to fruition that they were on the same day. I'm like, I'm still watching it. I had to watch it. And personally, I might have built it up too much in my head. It's still a great match. I don't want you to think I didn't like the match. I liked the match. I just think I built it up too much in my head.
Okay.
I wanted a 7-star Tokyo Dome match.
I don't think we're getting that type of match out of these guys anymore, though.
That's what I realized. Because the moment I what's the word? Hindered expectations.
Lowered your expectations?
When I lowered my expectations was when they were doing the recap and I saw how young they were.
Yeah.
Especially Okada. And I thought, okay, they're going to be a little bit older. So this is going to be more storytelling than...
The thing is, I think Okada can still have matches like that. I don't think Kenny Omega can anymore. And, like, that's like... Oh, no, Kenny Omega went from a 7-star guy to a 5-star guy. Damn. Washed, you know. Washed Kenny Omega. Now he only makes match of the nights, not match of the decades. Like, get this guy the fuck off the TV. Send this guy to fucking LFG.
LFG.
Yeah, LFG, yeah.
Wow, LFG shout out.
Yeah, fuck. I couldn't name you one. There's that big lady. Her name's like Bailey something.
Is she the one with that finisher? That
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
No, yeah, sure. I didn't say anything. But no, it was going around like the Undertaker was impressed. It was like a powerbomb rotate in the air slam.
I don't know.
I'll show you after this. But the point is, I know nothing else about it.
Yeah. But send Kenny Omega there because he's clearly washed.
Washed.
He only had a fantastic match and not God's gift to pro wrestling.
Yeah. So Okada versus Omega, really good. They did their job. They did their job.
They did exactly.
No, that's not even where I was going with
shit.
it. They did their job of annoying the fuck out of me with Don Callis.
I love Don Callis so
on
much.
commentary, and it's to the point of one of these days it's gonna switch. Right now, I'm highly annoyed with him. Right now, I hate it. But the moment I realize I'm gonna make that switch of finding it hilarious, is at one point on commentary, Don Callis beats up Kenny Omega. Like, Okada distracts the ref. Don Callis, you hear the mic get thrown, and they were the bitchiest hits I've ever seen. He's just like, Omega doesn't even sell it. He's just like down there taking it like, he's just fucking whacking him, and then he runs back and sits. Doesn't even put the headset on. He just runs back and he sits. Omega doesn't do anything. A little bit later, Omega's getting close, and he runs away to the side. Then Omega's on the announce table after doing a move, and he just looks at Don Callis and stares, and Don Callis books it, and I'm just like, I chuckled every time they showed him, and I was I was like, oh man.
I didn't watch the media scrum thing or anything.
Me neither.
But there was a point where Don Callis and Okada, I guess, were up, and they were talking about the rule. By the way, Okada won.
That was disappointing to me.
That was, I liked it.
So, I don't know. Is this their fourth match? The last one was their fourth match.
Yes.
The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. But going into the match, I thought Omega was going to win. Because I personally think Omega's kind of on his way out at this point. Not just because he probably can't go as he used to. And I feel like that disappoints him as a performer. You know what I mean? Feels like we're not getting the best out of it. Even though we fucking love it. I think he
might think that he's not giving us the best. But I can only speak from what I feel, and I think Kenny Omega's like he's still the god of pro wrestling or whatever Don Callis used to call him. Kenny Omega's awesome. Yeah. Kenny Omega could win the world title, and I'd be like,
yeah. I want that. I want Ospreay and Omega to win every match they're ever in. All right, and I haven't felt that in a while.
Yeah,
there hasn't been a wrestler like since. For a short time, it was Kevin Owens when he came up from NXT. I wanted him to win every match he was in. Then I can see him, like, I justified him losing for things. AJ Styles, when he came over, I wanted him to win everything. And now I'm like, okay, when he's a heel, I can see him losing. Face, heel, whatever. I want Omega and Ospreay winning every match they're in.
That's because they're good baby faces.
They're so good at their job. And my wife tells me all the time, when I watch my Naruto, when I watch my wrestling, when I watch a lot of things, I root for the bad guy just because they're cooler in my head, and I'm just like, it's so awesome to see, like, when you're bad, you get to have more fun, because it doesn't matter what you do, you don't have to please anyone, you do whatever you want, you want to fuck someone up, you can fuck someone up, but genuinely, when Omega and Ospreay are on there, I switch.
Yeah, you turn into a kid again.
Oh, I
love good guys.
I'm like, Omega, he's like, I'm going to beat everyone and I'm going to defend the honor of AEW. I'm like, yeah, you do that. I don't even feel that for Hangman. Don't get me wrong. I think, like I said, I still think he was the right guy to win.
Yeah. Spoiler.
We said it like 15 times.
Well, we got to say spoiler 15 times, just in case.
But point is,
these are like an hour and a half long. People are spacing out during this.
Yeah, I absolutely, I wanted Omega to win. And I also think that adds to me personally. If Meltzer, even though his opinion is just an opinion, if he comes out and he says it's a 5-star match and we go read online, I haven't really because it's literally the day after. I didn't go online, I didn't look at anything. If people say it's a great match, I might be the one out. I still think it was good. Think it was great. I wanted more.
That's fair.
And I don't know how to put that into not saying it wasn't a good match, because it was. I wanted more, and I think for me personally, it would have been better even if just Omega won. If Omega won, I think I would have had a different reflection of this.
Bro got worked.
I did. I want Omega to win. Yep. I always do.
But that's good. That's what a wrestling should make you feel, in my opinion. It makes you, like, that's why this match was so good, because you left it upset that the good guy lost. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's not, at least what I'm getting from it, is it's not your it's like, Omega was booked to lose. What a terrible booking decision or anything like that. It is, damn, I really wanted my good guy to win that match. Yeah. And that's why, that's what makes them both so special. I was fine either way. It's like these last two matches, I was good either way. I love Okada. Okada is so... I have nothing against... Yeah.
When it's not Okada versus Omega, or Okada versus Ospreay, or Okada versus Takeshita. Those three people, I'm rooting for them over Okada. Okada over a lot of other people, though. Like, first of all, I think Takeshita is going to be the guy in AEW. Come 5 years, in 5 years, he is world champion and running this entire show. I genuinely think that. I like when Takeshita's on my screen.
That's fair.
The point is, with that being said, there's only 3 people in AEW that I'm rooting for. I might root for Okada over Swerve. And I genuinely love Swerve. But I just think Okada is that good. But Omega should have won. That's all.
I'm happy either way, and I'm glad it's not the Intercontinental Championship.
The what?
So they made it the Unified Championship, the Continental International. Oh. I saw people on the interwebs saying that they're going to call it the Intercontinental title, and I'm just sick of seeing that name. I like new title names.
AEW Unified Championship.
Yep, I like that. It's also going to be fought under Continental Championship rules, which is
What's
nice.
that? Only
No interference at all. I think in kayfabe, if you interfere, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fines.
in kayfabe. Okay.
Yep.
What is kayfabe?
Kayfabe is you pretending
The
wrestling's
suspended
real.
belief
Yes.
you have when you watch wrestling.
Yeah.
For example, you're supposed to believe the Undertaker's a dead zombie come back to life.
Yeah, in kayfabe, he's the undead zombie. Real life, Mark Calloway, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, kayfabe is, suspension of
When we
disbelief.
say that, it's like when we were talking about MVP
It's like
earlier.
in lore.
Yes.
Yeah, in
yes,
lore. There you
in
go.
lore.
Beautiful.
Kayfabe is pretending the Lord's real. Nelson, I know that this might shock you. I hope I'm not breaking this to you for the first time. Did you know that pro wrestling isn't real? You didn't see it off screen, but he just evaporated into dust when I said that.
He is.
We
done.
need a new editor.
So apply in the comments below.
Oh yeah. Put your Indeed whatever in the comments below if you want to replace Nelson because he is dead.
Well, we get to the final match of the night, and I'm assuming because you haven't said it yet, this was your favorite match.
This was my favorite match of the night. As previously stated, I love violent matches.
This is a very, 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 very close second. I loved, this is the only match I was absolutely even from the
I
back,
was locked in.
even from the beginning. I was locked in because even if I didn't watch as much AEW as you, I got the premise.
Yeah,
Good guy wants to win to take back what the crowd
restore
wants.
the feeling.
Restore the feeling of the company. We haven't seen the title for almost 10 months. Tidbit, Dakota posted it in the chat. I don't know if you saw. I thought I saw it when it was there, but I couldn't really tell. It was like a quick flash. But there's freeze frames online now. The title, when Moxley won it off Brian Danielson, he threw it right into the briefcase.
Yeah, and it still had his
It
name
still
plate things
had
on it. They're the side plate things.
His side plates
Yep,
on it.
that's cool. I like
And
that.
I like that little thing because when you unveil it, it still has the dragon on there, and I'm like,
It's like, damn, that thing has been locked up for 9 months.
Exactly.
That's good. That's good continuity.
I was saying the entire time, I really hope there's nothing in the briefcase. I hope.
Imagine it was like when Dean Ambrose stole the briefcase from Seth Rollins. Imagine Hangman opens it up and just gets hit with green slime. That would have killed the company. Dude, I would have switched over to Saturday Night's main event. Dude, I was like, fuck this. What's Goldberg doing? I can't do this.
I was hoping there was nothing in it.
Imagine it's a bomb. It was John Moxley's In Case of Emergency where you open it up and it's poof.
If he
Oh,
loses, everyone loses now.
He opens it, his bills turn backwards.
Wow, that would have changed the game. That would have been.
That would have been.
Wow.
But no, so we get Hangman Adam Page.
His bills. Wow.
So we get the match. First of all, the fork off.
Oh my god, dude, when Hangman had Moxley in that leg lock and just started stabbing
Stabbing him
for
in the
real
head.
in the dude, I've watched a lot of deathmatch wrestling, and when you're in person, it's different because you can you feel it, and you don't
You cringe up.
Yes, but when I watch it, I don't have a oh fuck type reaction to when he started stabbing him, and I saw the blood. I was like, oh my god! I had a reaction to that. Nelson, I'll show you the clip afterwards. It's fucking
He just
gross.
took a fork and went bah, bah,
And he was actually stabbing him. You see in real time that the fork is cutting him open and making him bleed. It was so awesome.
It was.
And that's 5 minutes into the match. Not even.
Immediately. Yeah.
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 36 minutes of pure fucking chaos.
It really is.
No one will ever be able to convince me that this was a bad title run for Jon Moxley. I do not care. You didn't like him because he was a bad guy, and I will stand on that.
I think it was who he went against too.
That's true. If it wasn't for the Cope match, because they had a match on Dynamite afterwards, that was when the thing got stuck in his back.
Yeah.
If that was the match they had on pay-per-view, I think that this is looked at in a different light. Because especially with this Hangman feud, Jon Moxley's a god. He's my favorite wrestler of all time, so probably that bias. But this feud was awesome. I like the Death Riders. Like they were the bad guy of AEW, and like it's as a Moxley fan, it was really cool to see this because I never thought of the idea of Moxley being a gang leader and taking the world title hostage, and I thought it was awesome. I think his promos are great. I think he is the best hardcore wrestler of all time. Beside, like, I'd even say that he gives Mick Foley a run for his money. Mick Foley has done way, like, the drop from the Hell in the Cell is probably 10 times than anything Mox has done. But yeah, he's awesome, and this match proved it.
Yeah,
again.
I don't want to say it was a great run, but I will say the way it ended made me feel different on the overall run.
Yeah, and I think
I told you before this, I was like, I need him to lose. I want him to lose. I just want to see someone else win.
that's fair.
But now that he's actually lost and you can think back of everything, there was a dull moment in there.
Yeah.
But overall, he did what he needed to do.
That's what I think people are going to look like. I'm not so it's one of my favorite title runs, but probably because all four.
You mean briefcase runs?
Yeah, my all-time briefcase. You know what? I gotta say, I think this is the greatest briefcase run in AEW history. You know what? I think that's not a hot take.
I don't think it is at all.
But I think Moxley's first title run is probably my favorite because, once again, Moxley mark.
Yeah.
But I think that people are going to look at this title reign in a different way because of the way it ended. And, like, I wanted Moxley to win, but I'm not... Hangman winning's awesome. I love Hangman. And I'm
starting to like Hangman more.
I see the vision. I didn't like him until his heel turn. Not that I didn't like him, I just didn't... He felt like an industry plant. Like, he was the elite plant, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like,
because I was like...
he's good.
Right
like, he was
off the
great.
first episode, when I was introduced to him, I was like, there's no reason for me to get behind him, but apparently I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just the elite being like, this guy is next up. And, like, only in kayfabe.
Even when he was a bad guy, other than the Swerve burning the house, that's when I started getting back into it. I was like, oh, okay, but I really like Swerve. So I was rooting for Swerve at that point anyway. But when I saw him lined up against Ospreay, I really like Ospreay, but Ospreay brings the good out in people.
Yeah.
Him and Omega bring the good out in people, and that's... Ooh, I like Omega and Ospreay.
Ospreay, too.
I don't know. Really good match. Really good ending. Big moments. The way he wins,
Same way he won the first Texas Death match.
He does a buckshot lariat. I don't know how, but they were so close to the ropes. The way he flipped over was not his normal...
It was like a condensed...
Not his normal out. It was more like up and down. And then a buckshot lariat onto a bed of nails.
Yes.
And then he picks him up, wraps the chain around him.
And hangs him.
Throws him over the rope. Hangs him.
I think... And, dude, what about the dead eye to Marina Shafir to the table? That was insane. Shout out fucking Marina Shafir.
She took a bump.
She takes an ass. Like, Hangman has beaten the shit out of her. And, like, it worked. Like, that's another thing that I like AEW is, like...
I was thinking of other moments with
That's
her.
awesome.
And we didn't mention how Hangman gets... Or no, Maria goes over. Moxley's yelling at her.
Get the briefcase.
Go get the briefcase because he wants to hit Hangman with it. She goes over to grab the briefcase. It's under a table. She grabs the briefcase.
And all of a sudden, she comes up with a
gets
handcuff.
yanked. And she looks up and she's handcuffed. And they cut the camera and it's Nana going...
And he still has a coffee. He has a coffee. Dude, he can't put down the cup. Dude, Prince Nana cannot put down the cup.
Oh, I lost my shit when Prince Nana's dancing. He's like, yeah. But, so after that, we also have, we didn't even mention it.
We didn't mention all the shit that happened.
Yeah, all the shit that happens. So, in the middle of the match, it looks like Moxley's going to win. And I was so defeated. And then you just hear on the screen, Darby comes up. Well, you see a view of Mount Everest.
Yep, and immediately it's
everyone immediately knew. They're like, it's Darby! I built up in my head he was going to cough and drop from the ceiling or some shit. My man has no fear. I thought he was coughing dropping from up above. But
up above.
But they show him, and then it's just him on, I don't know if it's on the top of Mount Everest or on the way down or whatever. Everest. He just goes, Moxley, I'm going to take everything from you.
And dude, he's like gasping because you shouldn't be, you're not able to like You couldn't
You
talk.
gotta preserve your air.
Like,
while
you
you're
can't
up there.
speak when you're at the top of Mount Everest. There's no air up there. So he's like, Moxley. And you can see that his, like, oxygen mask is under him. Like, Darby's a maniac.
He is. So he says that. Screen goes black.
Wait,
And
like legitimate Mount Everest?
legitimate Mount Everest.
Darby Allin
He's been
climbed-
away because he got time off requested so he can climb Mount Everest.
Darby Allin climbed Mount Everest, did a kickflip on top of it. I don't know if it was on top,
Planted
but like,
the AEW flag on top of Mount
Yep.
Everest.
and then he cut a promo.
Papa Khan, can I be champ now? I'll put you on top of the world. But, so Darby Allin does that.
I thought it was a bit.
No,
No,
it wasn't a bit.
on
He's
top of
legit
Mount Everest.
on Mount Everest. He hasn't been seen for a while because he was training and now physically climbed and came back.
And then immediately when he came back, by the way, like, I would say the week he came back to, like, America and whatnot, there was a video of him doing Demolition Derby stuff. Like, he was already driving car. He was jumping. I think he jumped like a PT Cruiser or something, like off a ramp, just in a dirt path because he's a maniac. Darby
Dude,
Allin kicks
he's
ass.
wild.
The way you made it sound was like that he was coming off of injury or something like that.
No, he was coming back from Mount Everest.
Yes.
Yep.
So the screen goes to black and it's silent. We're looking for someone. Out comes
Blue
someone,
Panther. Blue Panther
Panther.
Jr.'s here.
So someone in a blue mask, a beard sticking out, and he crouches in the corner. That is not what Darby Allin looks like, by the way. And then out of nowhere, you just see
Did you see the report about that beforehand?
what?
The day before, there was a report that day because they did they do like the panel stuff
Yeah.
to lead up for it. Bryan Danielson was on a panel and he talked about how WWE recently sent him something telling him he can't do the yes chant anymore. And
Oh, that is amazing. So anyway,
I
it's
love-
Bryan Danielson,
Yeah.
by the way. He takes off the mask after he hits a running knee. His finisher takes off the mask, and it's Bryan Danielson. At first, I'm confused. I'm like, why did we see a thing of Darby? And then out came Bryan Danielson. But I was happy. I was like, he's back. I'm over there. I'm chanting. I got the guest thing going. And then Mox is looking around, and Darby comes descending
from all the way.
We're in Rangers Stadium, by the way. So he's coming, I don't know how many feet up, but he's descending down on a cable, right? And he comes down, and he stands on the apron. He lands right on the apron. He stands there, and you can see he's still hooked up to the harness and everything. And he's standing there trying to look all menacingly. And Mox, because, you know, he's still hooked up, he can't get into the ring and do anything. Mox just sits there and goes, Darby's here! And then they cut to something, obviously, so they can unhook Darby.
Yeah.
So when Darby finally gets unhooked, he immediately runs, does a coffin drop off of the top.
Dude, he got air.
He
Dude,
did.
he almost hit the top of Mount Everest
Oh
again.
my god. He gets to the top rope and to the outside, coffin drops everyone that's been interfering. Danielson and Darby throw everyone out of the ring, and then we get that final scene of the nail bed and then choking over the top rope.
Yep.
But hence the Darby shirt today. I'm so excited he's back. I thought Mox was going to win. That's why I thought he was going to come back during the gauntlet, and I thought Mox was going to win because I thought Darby was going to come back and be the next champion. I don't know how we're going to get a Hangman Darby. I think obviously
I think Darby
Mox feud.
Darby beats MJF for the title after MJF cashes in.
So I think
That's my,
so
like,
that's what
timeline.
I was gonna do.
Yep.
I was gonna go Darby goes off to go against Mox. Let's say Hangman Osprey again. I think
Okay.
we get Hangman Osprey. I think we get the repeat of that, and I think Osprey will win, and that's when MJF cashes in because people like me want to see Osprey as AEW World Champion. Osprey's gonna win. Is it gonna be All Out in Wembley? Is All Out in Wembley?
I thought All In next year is in Wembley.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Point
I
is,
think.
that would have been crazy. That would have been perfect. I would have predicted it right now. But I think Osprey versus Hangman, wherever it is, Osprey wins, gets the better of Hangman. I did surprise. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe past Forbidden Door or something. But I think that's what it's gonna do. I think Osprey versus Hangman wins. MJF cashes in on Osprey winning, ruins the feel good moment, and then at some point during the line we get MJF versus Darby.
Yep, and I could see that happening. That's the cool thing about AEW though. Is like
There's a lot of ways it could go.
50,000 people who could win the world title. That'd be like, yeah,
Unbelievable.
yep. That's awesome.
And only AEW is Darby Allin gonna be. Well, I should phrase it this way: anywhere but WWE, Darby Allin can be a world champion, and that's
what's nice about AEW.
Because it used to be like that in WWE. Because when Brock Lesnar left, I know we had a huge run of John Cena and stuff, but they wanted to find a top guy. So maybe not. That's how we. Don't get me wrong. We were eventually going to get Randy Orton, but I think that's why we got Randy Orton so young. I think that's why we put faith in Batista so young. And I'm talking about the
Batista was like 35.
What? He was not 35.
Batista was like 30s.
Was he? I
Yeah.
thought he was young.
No, Batista
I had
signed
this whole narrative in my head that Batista was like 26.
No, Batista was like 30s when he was in Evolution.
I'm wrong.
pretty
This
sure.
whole point I was going to make this wrong.
I'm sorry.
The point is...
No, Batista was 25.
Was he?
No.
Oh,
I was trying to fucking...
God damn it. Anyway, my point is WWE hasn't done that in a while of giving... I mean, they're trying to do it with Braun Breaker. They might be forced to do it now with Seth Rollins' injury, but giving someone young and someone that the crowd wants to see... I'm almost fully AEW side.
It's also cool to see non-traditional wrestlers get like a chance because in WWE, Darby Allin is like he's not going to get treated right.
No.
Darby Allin in WWE at best gets an Intercontinental title run. At best.
I don't even think he gets that. I think he gets paired with someone in a tag team division.
I think he gets paid with Omos.
He's the quirky one of the tag team
Yep,
division.
I bet he takes
because they want to see him go to the top rope, stand on Omos' shoulders.
That's exactly what I thought.
Coffin drop.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
That's exactly how WWE.
Or like Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, I could believe winning. I could see him winning the world title in AEW.
In AEW, yes. I don't see him in WWE.
No, because they wouldn't use him properly.
Intercontinental.
They wouldn't use him properly.
No.
Because the biggest thing, I was telling my cousin Tom about this. Shout out Tom again. And shout out Brandy, I guess.
Big Tom. Brandy.
The thing I like about AEW is how you can be a comedy wrestler and still be a good wrestler. Like the Outrunners, for example. I know you didn't watch the pre-show, but they had a really good match with FTR. Do you know who the Outrunners are? Like the Outrunners are the youngest men alive. They're
Who is it?
Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd.
Okay.
You wouldn't know, yeah. But they're two, they're not juiced up, but they look like juiced up 80s tag team wrestlers. Like they've got the be-doo, like the Miami Vice type vibe to them.
Did they come out against the Hurt Syndicate?
Yes.
Sometime in the past month or two or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. I can see them now.
They're funny. They're very clearly supposed to be like
comedy, yeah.
hee hee ha ha. But they're also a very good tag team. And that's something that I feel is lost in, it's maybe not lost because I only watched WWE for so long. But it's nice to see clearly gimmicky, funny gimmicks like the Outrunners, Orange Cassidy. It's nice to see them evolve. It's nice to see character, and that's another thing with AEW is it's nice to see character progression. Whereas WWE, I feel like Seth Rollins has been through 9,000 different shticks in his life, but I feel like it's been the same Seth Rollins since The Authority. Even then, maybe same Seth Rollins since The Shield.
It's not the same, but I understand what
you know what I'm saying. There's no different feel.
The line doesn't go.
You don't want there's no.
The line just.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like if you had one straight line, you can see him.
It's like, oh, now he's the Visionary. Oh, now he's Monday Night Rollins. But it's still...
It's still the same thing.
Whereas Orange Cassidy, if you watch an Orange Cassidy in that first Battle Royal...
I love his run as Continental.
That's what I'm saying. His international title run is so... Oh, you're good. His international title run was so good. And part of it is he is the pockets guy. He is the guy that I can't say that word. He's the guy that the idiots on the internet would say, oh, he's just pockets. He's what's wrong with AEW. He's nothing but a comedy guy, like the Jim Cornettes of the world and the JD from New York. And I'm name dropping all these people
Orange
who are...
Punch.
Yeah. I don't like the Orange Punch, but whatever. But it's nice that he's a really good wrestler and he got a chance to show it because AEW exists. And that's what you should take from this episode here, is that AEW is the best thing to happen to wrestling since WCW closed.
I am not going to go that far yet, but I will say that AEW is 10 times better than WWE since May.
Yep.
Since April, May.
I'd say since Mania.
I think Mania was worse than All In. That's,
by far. Yeah.
By far. I think All In was so much better. I think the women's triple threat on WrestleMania is the only thing that you can.
That was a great match. Yeah.
You can compare that to any one of these matches, and I'll give you credit. I'll be like, okay, that was a really good match. Every other match on WrestleMania. Tell me if I'm missing something in the comments. Tell me if I'm wrong. But AEW has been on a roll. It has been better. If it's your type of wrestling or not, AEW is better just overall right now.
It's just nice that like it's back to like I know like the whole thing that they were saying was like we have to restore that feeling.
Yeah.
But ever since the CM Punk, ever since Brawl In, it definitely feels like AEW has had this like film of like I don't
Like
even
an
know how to
overhanging like cloud.
Yeah,
on
the
them.
CM Punk cloud over AEW I think has finally
gone.
yeah, this year has done a great job for AEW being like we're not that. Like we're not some fucking pissant company with some Phillip Brooks flipping out. Like we are a real wrestling company with real graps. We are where the best wrestle, as they say, and like I think we're back
Minus
to that.
a CEO. But I genuinely think that, let me put it this way. It's been a while since I've turned on wrestling and got excited to watch what was on my screen.
Yes.
It felt like a chore to make sure I was home in time, recorded, or watched Monday Night Raw, to then tune in on SmackDown, make sure I'm up to date on everything, then watch Saturday night's main event, then, follow up that on Monday, and then get ready for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view the next week. And it felt like a chore to watch WWE.
And that's why I stopped watching.
When I watched it, this past month, like I told you, I haven't watched the build up to Saturday night's main event, and I didn't do it because I knew I was watching All In.
Mm-hmm.
So just watching once a week Dynamite, and I still missed the past 2 weeks, but I still knew I was going to watch All In. But the fact is, just watching Dynamite, and then once every month and a half, maybe, right? Or 2 months or something.
Yeah, it depends on like where they're at, but
Point is, it's not every 2 weeks that there's a premium event I got to watch. It was so relaxing. I got excited to watch. And it's been a while. And I'm talking about, like, genuinely wanted to watch wrestling. It's been relieving.
it's not, and that's I think right now is the biggest like WWE has always been like we're sports entertainment, not pro wrestling. And I think right now, which surprises me because I thought Triple H would be more of a pro wrestling guy. I think right now there has never been a bigger gap between sports entertainment and pro wrestling. And hey, if you like sports entertainment, if WWE is your thing, like I think you have terrible taste. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't think that WWE fans are watching the worst wrestling that I've ever seen. But if it's what you like, it's what you like.
For the longest time, I liked sports entertainment.
Yeah.
I still do to a certain degree, but I'm not going to tune in to watch Jelly Roll
No, and I don't
on my wrestling. If I wanted to watch Jelly Roll, I'd put on one of his songs. I'm not... This guy is the Costco guy, not me. I still don't think any of that belongs in wrestling as much as it is. I get it. They're a business. They have to make money. I don't need that. And that's what I like about AEW. The fucking Costco guys are on the pre-show, not a main event spot.
No. And if
on
you
a premium event.
If you watch, and the thing I like about the Costco guys is if you watch any of the videos that Big Boom AJ does, like even if he has nothing to do, even if they're doing a video separate to AEW, if they're just making a TikTok for their usual stuff, he is wearing an AEW shirt. At some point, he is like, by the way, catch me all in. I'm facing this, and that. Don Callis family, you're gonna get your ass kicked. But like he is promoting it properly, and that's why I like the Costco guy being part of AEW because he does have a bigger viewing than probably anyone in wrestling right now besides Logan Paul and Jelly Roll. And like I understand using those two. Like I'm not as pressed about the Jelly Roll nonsense. Like, I don't listen to his music, but Jelly Roll being involved is like, I'm not going to watch because I don't care. But celebrities do have a place in pro wrestling because at the end of the day, pro wrestling will always be looked at as a weird little niche that isn't real and people look down upon it. Like, maybe not so much as now, but I remember being a kid getting shit from people from watching that
made
fake
fun
stuff.
of for that.
So I like celebrities in it because especially
But when
when
LeBron James got showed on WWE, I
Yeah.
remember my sports friends like, "Did you see this?" Of course I see.
Yeah,
it.
of course I watched
wrestling.
it. But like I like
But they watched wrestling and they were like they watched even if it was just for that episode or the next one because they thought LeBron will be there again. It was like
I like
it got more views and it got people who thought
Yeah.
wrestling was weird and made fun of me for it.
It got them to see it. And celebrities, I like when they care about the wrestling. It's nice that when you see a guy, because even like Logan Paul, he didn't have, like, he was making millions of dollars off scamming children on YouTube for years. He did not have to come to WWE and, like, I think he's a good wrestler. Like, I don't have a problem with him. Or Jelly Roll. He's a top artist. I don't know a song by him, but I know he's a top artist. Or the
You don't
Costco
know a
guys.
song by Jelly Roll?
No, I don't listen to radio hits.
Continue though. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Go.
Or like the Costco guys. They're huge on the internet, which to some people isn't a lot, but the internet's like an important thing now.
I'm hoping it becomes an important thing.
Yeah. Or, that's true, like and subscribe. Or like Stephen Amell. When Hide at Arrow. When Arrow...
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. It's nice when celebrities come in and they don't look at wrestling as, oh, like the celebrity
They
fucking...
want to get their shill out.
They're not. They're just like when
You
they
know
were
what I
doing the
mean?
Raw GMs when it was a new celebrity.
Yeah.
And half the
I mean,
times
something about LeVar Ball being on my screen though is
that was great.
always accepted.
But I feel like they did it. Like LeVar Ball probably loved that.
He
Because
did.
you
You
when
can tell-
when a celebrity buys into being part of pro wrestling, 9 times out of 10 it's magic because celebrities are made for wrestling, in a way.
Mhm.
You know, like it's just nice. At the end of the day, it's just nice that people like pro wrestling.
I feel
That's
like
it.
we can. That's a whole nother episode of us ranting about. I think it's time we just close it up.
That's right.
Overall opinion, All In was better, way better than anything WWE
5
put
stars
out.
out of 5.
I'm giving it 5.5 out of 5 overall for everything. Amazing. So this has been Upper Midcard Productions. I'm Robert.
I'm Billy, and
And-
my hand is a dolphin.